Welcome back. I was talking about what was I talking about? Right, the cutscene. No, I like that kind of writing. I like how it links you back to an event that happened where, okay, like the reason why it's so impactful is because you basically made a choice to try and get the kid to come with you, and it failed. So it leaves you wondering if you made the other choice, would he have been, well, like, would he have survived or not? Now, if you think a little bit ahead, you know that that can't be possible because, well, this cutscene wouldn't be possible, but it still gets you somewhat. Now, what I don't really like is, well, first of all, the way, like, when you see the cutscene, it's first, like, shocking, and then, like, you get attached to it, but then well, you realize that it's pretty much a forced decision in order to make this cutscene like have a purpose. Because no matter what you do, the kid won't be saved, and he will always die, and you will always get these cutscenes which sort of take away from the experience. But that's not the main reason. That's still very valid design. The main reason what bothers me with this is uh, like they're doing it through like a dream sequence, and that has been overused so many times. Instead, what they could have done is they could have, like, take Liara for example. Like they could have done it right now, where Liara asks what's wrong. Like she already noticed that there was something wrong, and they could have done a conversation with an actual character and develop both Shepard's story as well as that the relationship with that character. But they choose to do it in some other way. Maybe that has some more importance later on, but I'm not really a fan of these unnatural cutscenes. Like they could have done it easily in more realistic cutscenes, and that might still be. They might still be like maybe now. I don't want to actually.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. It's frightening.
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Why does
Commander
Liara...
Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance.
I like that accent.
There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's
Oh,
no longer
really?
an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades.
I guess.
In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal.
Uh-huh.
The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
Oof. Overload information. No time to talk about events.
Commander.
Oh god, stop.
Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
Okay, finally. So... yeah, I don't know. I completely lost track. So, okay, they did develop it with Liara quite a bit. I guess I spoke a little bit too soon. Another thing that I noticed is... like, why does Liara call Shepard Commander if she's in a relationship with Shepard? It's kind of strange. Or was Trainer already there? I can't remember. Well, that could be the explanation. I love how suddenly they put in, like, you just meet, like, you literally just meet her and they suddenly, I mean, come on. How obvious is it? She is a lesbian. Like, I don't know, that just felt a little bit too, like, they needed to put that information in somehow, and that was an easy way to do it. Anyway, next. I understand. Well, to be fair, everyone looks after themselves when in panic. It's just the way it is. What I do not understand... well, they're certainly not useless, so let's go with that.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Yep.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
Well, fair enough. And Earth, well... it doesn't really matter what you're trying to do. Without the weapon finished, you're not going to save anything, so... okay. Well,
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Okay, so we're finally free again. Okay, I have to say, a little bit overwhelming on the amount of cutscenes. Yeah, I think I've pretty much talked enough about those things. War terminal, war assets, people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. Okay. Yeah, so this is basically the infamous Mass Effect point system, which is basically the reason why I went with the full Paragon save, so that I have the basis to get all of the options, all of the missions, because I know that the Mass Effect 2, if you didn't do all the loyalty missions, you would miss out on content in Mass Effect 3, which I don't want to. And as well, if you don't have enough Paragon, then you're very much deadlocked in your ending. Sort of feels like restricted. I want to play this game the way I want to play it, like without considering the point system and so file basis of Paragon pretty much covers that. So now I can do whatever I want. If I want to do a negative decision, I won't really have a reason not to. Ellers is, wow, 5 points. Maybe that was not worth it. Then even really interesting. Okay, so can I click anything? No, like that. Yeah, I know, it's point system. It doesn't really matter anymore. It will work itself out. Did she just do the like so-called nice, subtle. Is that it? I guess it is. I can't get over the way this camera spins. Like, you can't just do a full look around without doing like.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thestia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
But yeah, pretty much the truth.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay. So, first thing I want to do, check out Joker.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
You're surprised. Like, I hate that I'm like sort of tempted to just act like you're surprised. But that's because I can't. Like the way I understand you're surprised is where Shepard's actually surprised that Joker does not get that they're looking after themselves, and to say it's not their fault, well,
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
Well, okay, that was actually the response I expected someone.
Commander? 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 Commander?
Oh god, it begins. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. Not everything has to be to perfection. Holy
Commander,
crap.
you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Okay, let me check that out. Special ops. Okay, surplus lab. Okay, reinstated. That's the call for help in building it, I guess. Where is the Quarian fleet? Didn't I read that message in the... What was it? The Spectre terminal? Where, like, they were arming their, well, their civilians and everything? Like, their fleet completely, not just their warships?
Commander? Come to check on your new recruit?
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Why would I answer that? Come on, get over it.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
Well, yeah.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Wait. She only just found out that she was gonna stay. Like, why did she make emergency purchases? Well, I guess she's not expecting to go back to Earth, but yeah, never mind.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
This is an interesting personality. Like, you know, in RPGs, you sometimes have those characters where you're instantly like, I like this character, and you also have the ones that's complete opposite. Well, this is exactly one of those characters that's just well written, and you're like, you can't not like it. Like, well, not it, her. You can't not like the writing, let me put it that way.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Good points.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
I have no idea what you just said. No, actually it was pretty easy. It's just break over quantum... Okay, no, I have no idea. I remember in Mass Effect 2 they actually explained how those quantum entangled communication systems work, where you basically break open the two spins of an atom, or physicists forgive me if I'm wrong here, it's been a while. But they pretty much break open and split up the spins so that you have like one at one location and the other at the other, and then you send data in between them pretty much instantly, because they're like the time delay between them is almost zero. It's quite an interesting concept, but I'm not even sure if it's based on any like real physical theories. Probably is somewhat.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
Yeah, that's just...
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Okay.
Carry on, Specialist.
That's it. No response. Okay. Quick check. Wow, that was actually dead on timing. 20 minutes. So, gonna do a few more before I go to bed. So, thank you all for watching, and see you next time.